Hello and welcome back to the cattle farm. The cows are mooing because they are hungry. They do have 12,000 liters of hay. We did feed them. Now, if you guys remember on the last episode, we did not get very much hay for the animals to eat, but we did get quite a few straw bales. So we need to go down here and check on the bigger cows down here and see what they have for food. And it does look like they only have 1,200 liters of hay. So we better get on it over here. And we only have 3 bales of hay left. And we have a few bales of straw. So that's holding us over. So we better get these cows fed straight away. So let's get over here. I think we want to stick, I think we could probably stick these 2 bales into the pen down below for the big cows. And I think the little cows for right now could probably be just fine with not anything today. But there it took that one, so we should be good there. We can hop out here and see what they do have. All right, they got 14,000, so they're all about the same here. So let's go park this thing. We do need to get the forage harvester out and the wagon and whatnot, get that all set up. So that way we need to start chopping some green corn to make some chaff. So that way we can get it into the fermenting silo. Let's go over there. Let's get some stuff checked out. Get it all working. It does look like I have it out already up over here. So I must have gotten part of that stuff worked on already. So that looks like that's all ready to go. So let's grab the 7140 two-wheel drive, and we need to bring that back around and grab the box on the back side of the shed here. So we'll go grab that. Get that thing all hooked up and ready to go. Now we only have one of these, so that's going to be a challenge. So we're going to be doing a lot of hauling back and forth. Now, so a couple options we have is I kind of think I need to do pull this thing around. I'm hoping I can maybe get it around the field itself. I want to get this corn off because I want to do a double crop. So I want to plant one of these fields that we have here with wheat, get that unhooked, and then we'll shut this off. Get over into the forage harvester, the Massey Ferguson 5130. All right, we'll get this thing fired up here. There we go. All right, so I'm thinking we want to go around the field. Let's try to at least get going here, and we'll just kind of work our way this direction around. Now, hopefully this thing doesn't fill up super fast, but we'll see how fast we get this thing to fill up. Doesn't seem like it's too bad. Now, I think we'll have to probably do, I'm kind of guessing, a couple passes around the field before we can even get any help with picking, because what I'm thinking is we could get this thing to run. I can run the box here and run that back to the forage silo and kind of keep things moving, because I do not have 2 trailers. And this type of task seems like it takes a crew to run. So hopefully we can get something, something worked out. All right, I would like to see, we can get there. So let's do 2. Let's do 3 headlands right there. We'll do steering assist. We'll do 3 just like that. And perfect. We'll get this stuff going here. The bad thing is we got to bring a truck a way around. So I'm thinking what we can do is we can actually just cut through here. Let's do that. Let's cut through this here. That way we have a little path that we can get ourselves through. That way we don't have to go all the way around everything. That might be our best option here. So I'm not quite sure if this is the field that I want to do wheat on, or if it's the other field. This is a little bit bigger field, but we don't need that much wheat. Not quite sure yet at the moment what field we're going to turn into wheat, but nonetheless, we need to get these cows some silage here, because they're hungry. They are hungry little critters. Now, it is kind of nice that this thing can go like 12 miles an hour, which will make this seem like it doesn't take forever. We are sitting at 92% full so far. Now 97, 98. So looks like we're going to have to just stop right here. We'll shut this thing down, and then we'll have to unhook this. Let's go maybe just truck over here and grab, or we just need to move out of the way here. There we go. All right, we'll run on over and we'll go grab the other tractor. We got the tractor here. We're going to hook this thing up. Now, I did ask in a couple episodes back if you guys think we should put some heavier front weights on this tractor, which I kind of hope you guys say yes, but I haven't really heard anything in the comment section on what we should do with it. So as of right now, it is left the way it is. There's just some small, I think it's like 900 kilograms or whatever it is, on the front of this tractor. So not like it's a lot of weight. So it doesn't seem like it kind of gets pushed around a little bit, but we can kind of deal with it now. All right, we got to get this thing kind of lined up first. We need to get this tractor going over here. Fire that thing up, and away we should be going. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get this on the first try. Tricky thing with this is you got to get relatively close. And if you can't get it close, then it's like it's really hard because it's hard to back this stuff up. There we go. All right. This is what takes forever, it seems like, so we'll just kind of let this thing go. This is where like the Kubota would come in handy, or something to get from here to there with another harvester. Need to get ourselves a pressure washer. All right, so this is going to take a little while. It would be super nice, though, if we had another wagon. All right, first load done. Check. Back towards the harvester we go to get this thing hooked up and start picking some more chaff. All right, let's get this thing kind of situated here. Unhook you. Not quite sure why it's so foggy out at this point in time, but got this thing going. We'll drop the header here. Just kind of nose right in here. No field course detected. Okay, we'll just do this manually. It is 1:20 in the afternoon so far, and the fog has not lifted, not one bit. All right, we'll come down this way. 86% full and 90% full. Let's see if we can grab some of this stuff here. There's that one, and we'll just kind of do one of these little maneuvers here. All right, we'll just kind of back up this little bit. We'll unhook you and kind of pull forward, and we'll hop out, grab the tractor, and back to unloading we go. All right, get the door closed there. On over here, and we'll grab a little bumpy there. Little bumps. If anybody's ever ran these style of trailers before, you guys know how difficult it can be to back any of this stuff up. You're sometimes just better off making a circle, if you can, and get a shot back up to it, because it can be very difficult to back these style of trailers up. Let's get close here. Kind of see our tire marks there. Just like that. There we go. Second load in. Great. This is working out good. It would be kind of nice to get some of this junk cleaned up, because it'd be kind of nice to be able to utilize some of that area there. There's also some junk back on the other side of that shed that we could possibly get cleaned up, maybe get some scrap metal out of it and sell it, and possibly, I don't know, put up another bale shed or something like that, or hay shed or something that we can utilize to kind of put bales in, because that's, I don't think is going to be enough space for all the bales that I think that we're going to need. But yeah, so yeah, we could look at that down the road. Load number 2 is done. Let's try not to hit that. See if we can kind of scrape on by there. I think we did. If not, we'll check it out the next go around here. So I'm not quite sure how much we're going to actually need to get us through this winter, but I think we're going to have to take pretty much this whole field. So that could be interesting. That could be very interesting. All right, well, let's get this unhooked here. Got that unhooked. We're just going to leave this tractor running for right now. We'll get this thing backed up and hooked up, and away we go again. Don't have too much left on this little patch here, and then we'll kind of finish out the rest of the field. We'll make a couple passes down there, kind of open the field up that way. But we got just a little bit left here on this little patch. We're going to get this all cleaned up, and then we'll go hit the rows, outside end rows, and finish this field out a little bit. It does wrap around a little bit down there. It kind of goes down a hill a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how well this thing can pull that down in that section of the field. I think what we'll do is we're going to take this outside here, kind of get around this little manure pile here, like that. Down here next to the little pond, we got the manure heap pile, but hey, as long as you don't tell, I won't tell, right? I believe this field was like 18 and a half acres. Fairly good sized field. It's just still going to take us a little while here, but it'd be really nice if we could get that bunker like half full or 3/4 full, but I just don't know how many loads that's going to take. 90% full. I'm hoping we can get this thing. Yeah, we should be able to get the tractor down here, kind of follow it around that same direction. So we're just going to back this up a little bit. This one could be kind of hard. We got a little bit of storage space in this harvester. Just going to kind of whip this around like that. Boy, that probably enough there. Let's get that thing backed up just a little bit. We'll unhook and see how well we can do with this. We're going to go take a little walk, and we're going to go grab that other tractor. Took us a little while to get up in here, but we made it. Nothing like a little good exercise. All right, let's go down and grab that box, and we'll bring it up to get it unloaded. It would be kind of nice if we did have that second box. What do you guys think? Should we get a second box? Leave a comment down below if you guys think we should get another box or how we should kind of handle some of this stuff. All right, coming up on the harvester over here. We'll have to get the turnaround that we kind of cut ourselves over here. There everything is. We'll get swung around here. Oh, perfect. That hitch is right where we wanted it. Now, part of me wants to, let me know in the comments down below, because I do want your input on this. Should we play on economy? Right now we're on easy. Should we put this on normal or hard economy? Let me know, guys, down in the comments down below if that's something you guys want to see me struggle, because I'm up for a little challenge. Let's get this thing. There we go. All right, they're working away here. All right, so they're at 12.5 still, so they haven't ate a whole lot, and I know we're still only on ×1, but that's because I do want to try to get a little bit ahead, so that way I can get some stuff in here. Obviously enough in here. We have 60,000 liters of chaff right now, and it is storing it. Looks like we got 28,000 liters of silage so far, which is that's pretty good. So that does mean that we got enough stuff here kind of ahead that we could feed them just regular chaff. Why is that thing not unloading? We having troubles. There we go. Just had to find the sweet spot, you know? Find the sweet spot. This thing pulled away and go get ourselves some more. That sun's starting to poke out a little bit. It's going to start heating up here. It's supposed to only get 73 degrees today, but that sun hopefully will burn off some of that fog, and it'll be a little bit easier to kind of see what the heck we're doing. Let's hope that happens today. We're back to get this thing parked onto the way here. Away we go again. We'll get this side opened up, and then we'll kind of head back around, back down this direction, and try to finish opening up that field. It is super foggy out. It's 1:30 in the afternoon, and you got to drive around with your lights on. Look how foggy that is. Jeez. Yeah, I'm thinking we could have made the pass around again, but let's get this just little chunk opened up here. Get ourselves swung around here. This might, by the time we get back down to where the tractor's at, that's going to possibly be pretty full. So I think we get a couple passes off of here. We should be able to then maybe kind of finish the other half of that field. We'll find out. We got some pretty good, I think, yield-wise on this for what we're getting for chaff. It would be kind of nice if I was able to get the silage additive in here, but oh well. We'll eventually maybe get that figured out. 97%, 98%, so didn't quite make it all the way down there, so let's just fold that up. We will shut that down. We'll unhook you. All right, we'll go grab the other truck, or we'll go grab the tractor again. All right, that one's off and running. Woo! That feels good. All right, let's check to see what we got for chaff in there. 170,000 liters. So, yeah, I think that one there. Whoops. I think this here, I think this thing holds like 33,000 liters. So that's going to put us pretty close to like 200,000 by the time this gets emptied down in there, or up in there. And I think if we do one more, that's going to put us about half full on that. Which, I don't know, which is what, 1 ring, 2 ring, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to be like right up in here-ish for being full. You know, I think that is good. I think. Maybe. We do have 30,000 liters of silage so far, so that's actually just cooking. That is good. We got plenty of that there that these guys should get some pretty full bellies. We could just top them off too as well. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could hook up the little tractor there while we're at this and give them some more food because they are probably hungry. So we'll have to grab the 856 here, get that thing fired up. We should be able to hook straight up to that. We should be able to hook right up to that and maybe get that thing full. Yeah, some silage right in there. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. We'll go top these old girls off here. I think we should be able to sneak by here. We'll have to come in the other direction though. That's the bummers about this sided chute. Whoa, sorry about that, guys. We got a little crazy there. All right, there you go, guys. Eat away. Oh gosh, they took that whole thing. Holy smokes. I would like to see what we got for food in there now. So they're at 25,000. Okay, so they're sitting pretty good. We could go fill this up one more time, I think, while we're at it. But let's actually just leave this thing right here for right now, and we will fill this up because we want to go finish our silage over here. So let's go finish that up. Unhook you there, and we'll go bring this up to the shed. We're just gonna kind of let this sit out. I don't want to put this thing away in the shed while it's hot still. Don't want to run the risk of a fire in the barn, so that would not be good. So we'll just kind of leave it outside for the moment. Leave it just parked right over here. All right, there's that. All right, we got to go grab the truck here. Most definitely is not the truck. This is the tractor. I got to start thinking about some tillage stuff. We do have a bigger cultivator, but I'm not quite sure if the front wheel assist 7150 or 7140, excuse me, has enough horsepower to pull it. So there might be that might be one of our first purchases to be able to maybe pull that bigger implement. You know, these fields are a little bit bigger. So it'd be kind of nice to have a bigger cultivator. There it is, sitting right up back there. It's kind of hard to see because this dang fog still has not lifted, but it'd be nice to be able to find something that can pull that halfway decent. So hopefully we can maybe find something. We'll have to look on maybe a used market somewhere. All right, while that unloads there, we'll take one more quick look at what we have as far as silage, or excuse me, chaff goes. We got just shy of 200,000. Which isn't going to quite put us halfway with this one here, but it's going to put us pretty dang close to half full. And we already have 18,000 liters sitting there. So I would really like to get another fill up of some silage here and get those older cows kind of fed. We'll get this thing backed up into here. We should get the little calves. We should probably get them some food as well. Not quite in the trigger there yet. There we go. So that's all we got. So we're going to fill that baby up. Let's get these guys some stuff as well. Then they'll be pretty close to even amount of food for them both. All right. They are full themselves. We'll just go park this back underneath where we get our silage at. And it kind of looks like that guy, it kind of looks like that is done unloading. So that's good. We'll just leave that tractor as is. It does look like we are done unloading. We can bring this thing back around to the other side. All right, all the cattle are fed. Oh, I bet you they're happy. Happy little cattle. Happy little cows. All right, if you guys did enjoy this type of episode, guys, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.